Hello guys, this is Kizan Maharzan and today we are going to build something interesting. So my day-to-day life has been pretty much surrounded by AI these days, and so we are going to build something. So I'll teach you how to build a web application using Google AI Studio and hosting them into the Google Cloud. So let's get started. So what we're gonna do today is let's find some idea that is pretty simple to build. So for that, what we can do is we can use Manus, manus.im, which is the AI tool for research, and we can also use Perplexity as well. So Perplexity is something that gives you a precise information on the tools that you want to build. So for now, what we can do is today, let's say we want to build something. So what are some um, startup ideas that is pretty simple and easy to build without without any personal information that we need to deal with, personal information of the customers. So Perplexity will search for different startup ideas in the planet, in the internet world, and then it will actually give us the idea on what is the thing that is currently trending in the market, and based on the market research as well. So now look at some of the ideas here. So it says the print on demand, drop shipping, digital products, selling the book, virtual assistant services, and no code tools, right? So this is not relevant at all. So let's pick a niche. Suggest me a simple tool for real estate agents. So let's pick a real estate agents that will help their day-to-day life, admin life. This will be a SaaS application that we can monetize with a very minimal effort. So if we give this prompt, then let's see what it's gonna suggest us. Okay, so the simple SaaS tool for real estate agent to help day-to-day life is automation for repetitive tasks such as sending follow-up emails, appointment senders, and document requests of the client. So this is very much interesting. The clean customer that prior to-do list, client interaction, and important deadlines. So this is pretty much what they can already do in their calendar and the CRMs they currently use, because I have worked with their real estate agents before, so I know what they do, what CRM they've used, and how they process their things, right? So integration with the calendar and email for seamless scheduling and communication tracking. Well, communication tracking is one of the problem in the real estate market, but again, this can be achieved with the tools like Slack or any similar kind of tools, which is not really necessary. So basic CRM capabilities to keep track of client contact, this is already available for them. Subscription based pricing, easy monetizing, this is a so what we can do is automation for repetitive tasks such as sending follow-up emails, appointments reminders, and document requests. So what we can do is, for this particular, let's take this idea here, and now the niche that the real estate agent, the problem that they are facing right now is collecting the documents from the clients or collaboration with the clients. So in this case, we can build a similar tool, simple tool to send an email automatically and send appointment reminders for us and the client, and also the document request feature as well. So what we can do is, now let's remove the appointment reminders. Maybe we can just integrate the Google Calendar for the appointment reminders and set up the calendar there. For sending emails, we can do that. Now what we can do here is we just tell Perplexity, give me a prompt, Gemini prompt, prompt prompt for building this SaaS application with auth, where a user have to log in with their email, auth, and 2FA with the email verification. 2FA, let's say email verification, and then no mock data or simulation should be used, because Google Gemini, they it actually uses a lot of mock data and simulation at first. Should be used, so we don't want to use that. We want to use the users database themselves. Use, and there should be a role based have role based users, and let's just give this much, and then let's see how they gonna how it gonna build the prompt. So Perplexity is giving us the prompt. So build a secure SaaS application for following features: user authentication and authorization, implement user sign up, login, logout functions, use email-based two-factor authentication, support role-based access controls with the admin agent and manager, core real estate admin automation, automate sending follow-up emails to client-based customizable templates and schedules, automate sending appointment reminders via a dynamic calendar integration, automate sending document requests to clients with tracking of document status. This is one of the very critical one. We can actually only focus on this without having to worry about the appointment reminders and follow-up emails. So what we can do is follow-up emails can be integrated into the document module. Now, provide a dashboard view for users to see scheduled tasks. Now, what we can do is the tasks for signing the document or providing the documents. I think that's pretty much what it is important. And also with the communication, maybe we can introduce a chat, or let's think about that later on. So okay, so let's just copy this one. Now moving to here on the left hand side, I've got the Google AI Studio. I have built some of the app here as well. So what we can do is let's go to your apps, create a new app, and then just provide the prompt here. Okay, so we're gonna start going to remove some of the things, such as automatically sending appointment reminders via email or dynamic calendar integration. So in this one, what we can say is integrate Google Calendar API. We can do this later as well. Okay, so let's just remove this one for now. Let's just build the document request platform, document management platform. Okay, so with this one, customizable templates as well. We don't want to have the email customization template and schedule. So provide a dashboard for you schedule tasks based on document status. So what does this mean is, if the document status is to do, then someone has to provide that status. If it's pending, someone has to sign the document or something like that, right? Now what we can also say is document should have preview mode, where preview mode to render PDF should have a PDF render for users to view preview the document. So in this way, they can click on the document and preview the PDF. We can also add the signature feature as well, but let's just do preview the document, and then what we can do is the users, let's say users, what we can do is agents, we will introduce a new kind of module here, which is the workflow. Let's say create a workflow module with templates to bundle the documents and we can say template checklist template with checklist template with checklist to request and send documents to clients. How about this? Yeah, I think this sounds much better, because the real estate agents, they need to send a document, for example the sales contract and or property flyers or something like that. Now they also need to request the documents such as licenses, for example, and some other personal informations as well. Now we don't want to deal with that, we just want them to send the document for now, but we will have the request document in place just in case if they want to use this feature in future. Now another thing is we will need to introduce the e-signature as well later on. Now data handling, what we can say here is user data with encryption, so that it's very secure. No more data, and similarly all data must be authentic and entered by users. That's good. So technical stack, we don't need to worry about this here, so we're gonna remove it. The only thing here in the technical stack is we're gonna say use Supabase as our backend. So in this case, we don't want to use Firebase because Firebase has some issues connecting with the AI Studio. Supabase is much easier. So Supabase as our backend to store the database. Okay. Asks API keys when needed. Then it will ask for the API keys. So for the deliverables, we're going to remove this role-based UI components and access restrictions. Create this real estate SaaS habit focus on security, ease of use, and automation to reduce daily administrative burdens for agents. Secure by default with input validations, yes, error handling and logging, clear readme with instructions, including environment variables for email services. Okay, email services. Now for email services, we're gonna use Mailtrap for now. Complete working code base ready to deploy. Okay, now what is missing here? There is few things missing here, which is a complete landing page with features and benefits included. Okay, with hero section, features and benefits. We can also add the testimonials as well, and then we can say footer included. We can also say, and we can also give the name. So build a secure SaaS web application for the following features. Application for real estate agents. We can also say suggest a name, catchy, easy to remember name with the following features. The application should have the following features. Okay, so now this is the prompt for AI Studio. Now what we're going to do is we can simply click on build. Now let's go, and this will start to generate the application. See, now on the other side, meanwhile it's generating the code and etc. What we can do is go to Supabase, supabase.com. so if you don't have the account, go here and sign up, and it's pretty much free at the moment. I mean initially $0 per month. So what we can do is go to dashboard. So since I'm already logged in, so GenXL is my company name. I've already got the free plan here. I'm not sure if I'm going to able to create. Yeah, so it gives 2 projects as the free plan. So we're gonna log out, we're gonna sign up a new one. How about we're gonna sign up? I've got another email, let's say info@genxl.com, and password. Now it has created a lot of files here, so we can check the code here. You can even edit the code if you are familiar with the code. So we've got the app, we've got the components that it's already created here, which is all Tailwind based, and there's a Supabase client file as well, where we're gonna put where it's gonna check the Supabase URL and the secret key. So in the preview, what we can do is we can click on agent login. So we've already got the authentication system. Now we just need to have the Supabase account to authenticate. Now log in. So yep, now what we can say is realty sync. Type personal, you can just do personal for now, and free create organization. Actually this should be a different one, it's okay. So organization is basically a top level. It's actually, so I've got a company name, so it can be just a company name. So database password, you can set your own secret password, and you can choose the region Asia Pacific, and if you belong to India, you can just choose the Mumbai, or I'm in Australia, so I'm just going to use the Sydney. With the security option, just keep it default. With the advanced configuration as well, you can just put the default one. Now this will create the project in Supabase. Now since we have got the project created, what we need to find is the project URL and API key. Now this one here, we're going to give it to realty sync. Okay, see how good is this Google AI Studio is basically, because we don't need to write any line of code in this application, right? So we need to provide it the URL and the NON key. So Gemini API key is optional, so secure access. Now enter your email for a secure 2FA login link. Now this is by default provided by the API. Now we can also ask Google AI Studio to change the authentication without the login link. We can just say use the password instead. So for now, I'll just send an email to my address that I signed up with the Supabase, and then this will send a confirmation email. See, I've already got the confirmation email here, right? So I'll just copy that link and paste it in the browser so that I can verify. So currently the Supabase URL is localhost 3000, which is by default. It's fine. The email has been verified based on this already. So if we go, just refresh the page and agent login, we can just okay, it's a bit annoying for me to use this login link, so I really don't like it. But now the thing here is, when you sign up, see, it already has email, full name, role, etc. already. Now what we're gonna say is, say to AI Studio, change auth system to have email, password, reset account, or reset account or forgot password, and enhance the UI of the auth scripts. So if we just say this, now it will change the entire auth screens and implement the email with the password field, and also have the forgot password screen as well. So by default, it normally doesn't give us the forgot password screen, so we cannot see any forgot password screen here, right? But this is a crucial thing that we need to think about. Why do people need to forget password? Because they may forget it, right? So they need it. That's the user experience, right? So we just tell the Gemini or the AI Studio, and it will enhance the screens based on the prompt that we provided, right? Now we wait for some time because it's still thinking, and processing. And since we are using the free model, Gemini is pretty slow for the free model. We can, if you want to get the faster model with a precise information or precise build that it can give us, you can just subscribe to Gemini. But for now, we're just gonna use the free model, which is pretty efficient for us and effective. See, now it has thought for 81 seconds. So I was literally talking about the 81 seconds here. Okay, now to implement the email password authentication with a robust UI, I will completely rewrite auto screen component with app.txs. Right, so see, sign in with OTP magic link is replaced with sign in with password and sign up. Forget password, add a dedicated flow for using a reset password for email. UI enhancement, create a tab state login, sign up, and forget password. See, now here, now we click on agent login. Okay, it's still asking for this one. We probably need to allow Gemini to remember the Supabase URL. So what we're gonna do is Supabase URL is, I don't mind people copying this. So normally this is not recommended to publicly show the API key, but this is just a dummy project anyway, so I'm going to delete it later on. So you can just tell that AI Studio remember details as below for Supabase integration, and it will just remember it in the environment file. Okay, so now environment file is basically in Google Cloud, which we can deploy by clicking on this icon here. You can also download the code, save it to your GitHub, download the app here and save it to the GitHub. You can also copy the app, you can also share it with the link as well, and you can switch to API key as well. Awesome, isn't it? For me, as a designer or a front-end developer, to change this screen, it would take me at least 30 minutes, at least, right? Because as a designer, what I need to do is basically I have to write all these codes here. I have to know the tailwind. I have to know how to proportionate this layout half by half into the screen. Half of this panel here and half of this panel here. I have to know what is the code for this. I have to decide on how much padding that I need to put inside this box, this blue box here. This blue box, how much font size that I have to put. I have to set for this title here, and so on. So we're gonna create a new account. So let's say John Doe, and the role is agent or manager. See, I am so obsessed with the design that Google AI Studio generates for us, because it's so slick, simple, and easy for us. So I'm just going to use the same email. Use the secure one. We can define the password criteria in the Supabase here. We can come back to that later on. However, we can also tell email and password, secure password chains, and prevent use of. We can turn these on. And this one, I think this one is the upgrade. It's a pro. It comes with the pro plan. The other thing here is allow manual linking alone. No. When we create accounts now, let's check. I think there is an error here. See, you should be able to view the console as well, just to find out what and why it's having an error. Okay. Now, on the other hand, we can also check the authentication, and see, the user has already created with this account here. Yeah. We can tell AI Studio to, after user signs up, show success message and redirect them to dashboard or login page. Or we can just say dashboard them to login page, or directly to dashboard with the odd session. So what will happen with the auth session is basically allowing user to allowing browser to save their session. If there is no session, then terminate and log user out. So this will enhance one level of security for the users. Okay. Alrighty. So Studio is also that it will automatically add the comments in the code like this. So what it's saying is here, ideally these are passed by import meta in env file or the process the env file depending on the build tool. For the dynamic environment, we will look for them in the local storage or ask the user, which is what it is doing right now. Yeah. Or we can also say to remember, but for some reason it's not remembering the key here. Now we can change the prompt after this is generated. Okay, let's wait for this one, and we're gonna see. Now we can actually sign in directly using this account because the user is already created. So it should actually sign us in. Refresh. Freezed. It's freezed because it's still thinking. So that is why it takes a bit of load time. Now what is this thing is it thought for 92 seconds. Now we can also actually see what it thought for. So updating the sign of flow. Now it dissects our information into the way that it handles the information by itself, right? It's basically a machine which is thinking. In the backend, it's probably running a Python code which is to handle our natural language, right? So to address your request, I'll update the auth screen component in the app.txs, and changes implemented are the new state, adding a success message to track the successful actions that require user attention like email verification. I updated the sign up logic. If sign up returns a session, auto confirm enabled if it immediately logs the user in. Okay, and the UI feedback added a green success banner to the login screen to display the verification message. State cleanup, and the error and the success message are clear. Now if we click on here, okay, it's still asking, I don't know why, but let's try to say integrate with Supabase using following details, and do not prompt me to enter these details. So if we do this, let's see if it's gonna try and integrate it. So normally I did the same thing with the previous projects as well, but for some reason it's asking us to do the system setup here. So let's try this prompt. So Google AI Studio is very simple. We don't need to provide a complex prompt. If you need to provide a complex prompt, there is a tip that I can give you, which is there is a website called promptcowboy.ai. Now this AI will turn a lazy prompt into a great one. So for example, with the same prompt, let's say change the auth system in the simple prompt, right? So we're gonna write it. It's very simple prompt. Now this has got the standard prompt, reasoning prompt, deep research prompt, and etc, etc. Now what this does is we're gonna just write it very normally as we speak with the people, and this will generate a robust prompt. Now look, see, watch, okay? It will give you a situation. So you are working on an application that currently has the authentication system in place. The system needs to update it to support the standard email password authentication with the password recovery functionality, and the user interface of all the authentication screens requires visual enhancement to improve user experience and model design standards. Oh my god, look at that, how precise it is. Great. So we can just edit this screen and just say integrate Supabase, for example. It will just build a new prompt again to integrate the Supabase. See, it doesn't continuously go with our prompt that we generate, so it doesn't have any memory. It will just generate it. That's the capability of this prompt. But so far it's okay. You can just still tweak here, saying that situation is I have already built a SaaS platform that I am working on, and so on. You can tweak it as per what you have already created in the Google AI Studio. So This is just an example. You can give the name, the features, and etc. directly from the Google Studio, and it will again. So if you just update this, it will change the prompt. Or you can just change it here. So integrated, you can just say I have already built SaaS app name realty sync and integrated integrate few features such as font system, and then it will update it again. See, we are working on a blah 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 blah, has RTD system, several features in place, blah blah blah, and so on, so on, so on. So it will tweak it basically. So this is very good. So use it and then figure it out how to do the things. Okay, now we go here. See, the AI has already generated our login screen. We can create one. So the design for the login screen is not impressive. So we can just say add a padding, or we can just say enhance all the screens basically. And that's pretty much it. And it will enhance it by itself. You know, it will either change the 50-50 screens to maybe one screen as the previous one, or it will add a background like the shapes in the background. It will, I don't know what is the option, but what you can also do is to keep a precise prompt. For example, enhance all screens to have two halves of the screen with green background, or we say blue gradient background, BACK ground from top left to bottom right. Add dotted particles in the background. Add some animations for text when page loads, and so on. So you can actually give a precise prompt for the AI to understand, and it will follow your instructions so that it will give you the desired outcome that you require. Okay, so that's how it thinks. Okay, now what this is doing. So we just gave a very simple prompt here. So enhance all screens. Now with that, it understands a lot with 3 words. See, it will modernize the input styling, enhance the role selection, which is this one here. I think this is already good, but it will still enhance it. And it will also add the password strength meter. Amazing. I didn't tell the AI to do this, but it will automatically enhance it. See? And the visual policy, improve gradients on the left branding pan. Oh my god, look at that. I was just typing here, I didn't prompt it, but it just add itself. How good is this, right? Now this is done, and now let's have a look. See, there's a graphic at the background here, a very subtle graphic. It has got this gradient. It changed the text here, and the background is changed, and the input is enhanced. Look at that. Oh, this is very beautiful. Oh, see, look at that. There's an icon. There's a radio button here. Amazing, isn't it? There's a back to website button as well. Oh my goodness, this is very good. Now let's try to log in with the account that we created. Let's see what it says. Invalid credentials. Why it's invalid? Did my password go wrong or something? Did I not validate the email? Okay, maybe I've received the email right now. Let's see if I can create a new account. So let's say Jonas Doe. Right? Then let's say again same. Look at the password meter down the password here. Account created successfully. Please check your email to verify. I'm not sure if I'm going to receive the email because we should actually, the email should be from the Supabase, because in the Supabase we've got the email customization as well. The authentication, the email set up. So it says the confirm sign up. So this email should go to this account here. But I still haven't. Okay. Yeah, I got the email, so I'll just click on the link. Probably let's see if we can sign up now. It's weird that I haven't received any email yet. This shouldn't be the case. Let's try with another account. Okay. What we're gonna do is, let's say info. Use the same password. Let's try to see if the email arrives now. Yeah, I got the email. Yeah, confirm, and this, and it should probably verify. See, voila! Look at that. To build this dashboard, literally, we have to work weeks. just for the front end, it will take few days to write up the code, design and everything. For a designer to think about this, it will take about another weeks to think and approve the designs and all those things, right? But no, AI is here. It designs, it codes, it writes the backend, it does everything. See, the dashboard is already here. The client is still not. See the dashboard? Oh my goodness! Look at the document work. You can also have the AI analysis as well. This is next level. So now here what is our goal? Our goal is to create a SaaS application simply for the document management for the real estate agent, right? So we can just request a document, select a client. Do we have a client? No, we don't. Okay, how about we implement the client management module? Let's tell the AI to implement client management module so that I can invite the client to sign up, then log in to view the document or upload the required document that which I will then receive after the client upload for review. Once I have reviewed, I will then mark the task as done. Now, I remember we also gave a prompt for our workflow as well, but not sure where is that workflow yet. Maybe it's not implemented. So we can actually say just continue to the AI and it will automatically go to the next step based on what it understands. So just to give you an example, I'll just cut this one. So we can just say continue and then it will automatically take on the next step for the platform. So in this way, we can build the web application very simple in a very minimal time. And it's very secure actually. The reason it's secure is because we can deploy this app, right? So let's try to deploy this now so it's easier for you. So when you click on this icon, it will ask to deploy on the Google Cloud. So in Google Cloud, so these are the apps that I have already created. Now you can simply create project from here called Realty Sync, and then you can also okay, so it's already created here. Choose the one called Realty Sync. Now in order to allow the Google Cloud to run, what you need to do is to make sure that there is a billing account, because of course Google need to pay Google for using its services, right? So we have to set up the billing account. So in order to set up the billing account, we go to the Google Console Cloud and it will link to the Google. So I've already got my personal account here. I've got the billing account already created, so you can just link any of them. You can create a new one here also. You can just create a new one. Let's say Realty Sync, and then continue, and then it will ask to link the payment method. For that, I've already got the payment method here, and we'll just link the same one, and it's done. Right now, go back to AI Studio, refresh the page. It will take some time. Again, actually, it's probably not linked yet because we just navigated and fixed the payment account. So now here we can click a billing account, and with the billing account we have got the, so it's still loading actually. So there's some background stuff happening in Google Cloud that is preventing us to view the project Realty Sync. So this is normal actually, because as per my experience, this is something it's been happening for my 2-3 projects earlier as well. So now it shows here. See, I told you, like, it will take some time to show. Don't worry why it's not showing in this list here, because it might give you a panic at the time. Now if you refresh the page, see, it's already linked, and we can now deploy the application to the Google Cloud. Easy peasy, right? So before, it used to take a lot of hours for the collaboration between the designers, developers, and DevOps engineer to deploy the application to the cloud. So to deploy the application in Google Cloud it's not an easy job, because you have to install the VPS, Linux, and blah blah blah. You have to set up your versions, like Node versions or React versions, and etc. But now with AI, you don't need a thing. Anyone can do this. Anyone, without any knowledge, without any tech knowledge, you can simply deploy this into the cloud. It's very easy, super easy. Anyone can build any kind of application, and you can take, maybe it's an internal project that you have to work on day-to-day life, or maybe it's a startup that you are building, right? So it's very easy. Now we can see the deployment has been failed. Now there's a reason why this failed, because this is happening for me. The first project that I didn't have this issue, but with the new ones, I'm having an issue of deployment failing issue for a reason. Now, in order to do this, there is some fixes that we need to do. Now, sometimes this is confusing and it takes a bit of time to fix this, but what we can normally do is basically ask AI to check for the packages, because sometimes what happens is, because this is deployed via terminal in the background, because I have a knowledge on how this is pushed or deployed to the cloud. So what normally happens is we need to build the React and the Node codes into a publicly accessible build, right? So what happens here is sometimes the packages are not installed, so we can just tell the AI that check for deployment, check required packages. We can say node or node and React packages that will fix the deployment issues, and then we can just say this much. And in the meantime, what we did earlier was we just typed in continue, right? So it already went ahead and built the client management and settings module for us. See, I was literally typing that, isn't it, earlier? See, implement the client management module, but I just without giving a prompt, I just told the AI to continue, and it already went ahead and built the full CRUD client management and the settings module for a reason, right? So it's very simple to build this. Yeah. So with email, did I use? I think this one here. Let's see if it has built the client management system. See, look at that. Client management is here. Okay, let's add a client. So let's say David Moise. And let's say I'll just use my email here, which is work@gmail.com, and we can just say lead. So this is a client, so we have to manually add it. So we are not taking any of the personal information, just the email. Maybe we can ask for something else if you like. You can just tell the AI to add some new fields in this form. That's pretty much easy. Now, adding a client, does it work? Let's see. Let's check out a database. Let's refresh this. I'll refresh our Supabase and see there's no tables yet. So that means the database is not yet connected. Yeah. Now, to ensure the application is ready for deployment functionality, Gemini service configuration, updated the code to access the API key via the API process env API key, compliance, align this one, settings UI fix, and etc. Now what we can do is we can refresh this one for now just to see what happened. Then we can redeploy. Let's try and redeploy. And this might take some time as well, because in the background, since we are using the free account, in the background this will set up the deployment functionalities and etc. So we cannot actually, we probably have to wait for some time to let the Google Cloud work on its own. So let's see if we now look at that. Voila, it worked. See, open in Google Cloud. So you can just click on this link and it will open in Google Cloud to see it's working fine. Now URL to view this app, this one here. See, it's already live, bro. Now, next very important thing that we need to make sure is to get the domain and link. Now, in order to do that, what we're going to do is to add a domain mapping here. So if you've got a domain, so for example, we can go ahead and check if the domain is available, maybe who is or Namecheap. Let's try Namecheap. It's very easy to do the check domain here. So realty sync, SY and C. Let's check realty sync. What is available here? Realty sync. Let's try.com. I don't think this will be available. See, let's try .au. My realty sync. Let's try my realty sync. I think this is much easier to think about. Okay, so myrealtysync.com is $70 per year. You can just go ahead and purchase this, and then map it to the domain. So in order to add the domain, you need to actually verify the domain as well. So for now, I'll just use, let's say, verify a new domain, and then we can put in the myrealtysync.com and then continue. And to verify the domain, you just go to the search console and add in, this one here. So since I haven't bought the domain yet, I cannot put any of these items in there. But what you need to do is basically go to the DNS management screen in that domain, and then put in these text, so CNAME and TXT, whatever you prefer. Maybe CNAME is better, so I recommend to have a CNAME. That's much more easier, and then you can just verify that. So what I'll do is I'll just keep it, verify later, and then have it as it is, because I may buy this domain later on. Okay, so that's pretty much it on how we're gonna launch the application. Now you don't need to do anything. Users need to work on the features, add in module. With the prompts, it's not that difficult to instruct the AI. It just needs multiple ways of dealing with it, and not to panic if it doesn't generate the things that you mentioned, because in the background it does a lot of job, so it might be limited for the AI to think on what to do. So go step by step, one by one, and small steps at a time, and then it will fix and it will provide you the desired outcome, basically. Okay, so this is it pretty much. Now it's on us on how to manipulate the system, how to create the system, what to build, and etc. So now this video covered from idea to deployment. We can actually build, and if you need any help, let me know, and I'm more than happy to help you out. But in the meantime, keep working on the applications and the desired results, desired application for your internal or the business processes. And if you need any help, I'm always here. All right, so that's pretty much it for today, and thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and I would love to see some comments and etc. And we'll chat soon again. Thank you.